In this episode, I am going to build an N-gauge version of a local train station which was last used in 1933. Stick around. Hi, today I would like to show you the train station that I wish to build for my model railway. This is where the museum station is. It last was used as a train station in 1933. Today it's a restaurant. Just before I go down there, I'm going to show you this was the end of the line here, and the line went through here, down here, it went under Medina, this is the old capital city, and came out at this end and went down this line here before it was a road. Originally this was the train station here, but then they upgraded it, and after they dug the tunnel and started building a new one, and this is the result today. So this is a train station I want to scratch build. Obviously today it's a restaurant, it's no longer used as a train station, and there have been some modifications made to it. I'll show you the pictures from the side. Come on, I've been in there. Why can't I go in? Okay, let's go on the other side. Let's go down here. Let's turn. This is the side of the station. The rail originally was down this side here at the back. Ooh, who's that there? You. Anyway, I can't get to the back to see what that is, and to be honest with you, it most probably has changed so much that not worth trying to get access. Oops, sorry, I'm going again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate what you see here on the back side. Pretty much the same thing. I've been inside the restaurant, I've had a meal or two there, so the back windows are there. Note that these windows have their windowsills higher up. These are the original ones. Then these were modified during the refurbishment because this was abandoned for quite a few years before it became a restaurant. But anyway, I'm after these details here, as you can see. This up here, the window details. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun to do. A challenge. And I might put in my personal touches in it too. So, that said, let's start the build. Last week I started building this train station. As I said, it was last used, in 1933 as a train station. Today, as you can see, it's a restaurant. I started this and I printed out a scale version of the original plan of the building, and I cut them up to size, and obviously I have cut the styrene to size. My first mistake was, before gluing it all together, I should have cut out the windows and the doors. But this is my first or my second attempt at doing something like this, and we're still learning. I've cut this side already, obviously during the task of cutting them. The glued paper started coming off, and then I removed it completely. This is the start. The roof comes off. I'm mainly putting it in there to keep it even more steady as a building like this, because at the moment if I remove this it's a bit flimsy, especially when working on it and cutting up the doors and sanding and the windows. Anyway, so I built this out of I believe it's 2 millimeter styrene. I got a sheet of it, 4 feet by 8 feet. And I got a 4 by 8 feet sheet of 5 millimeter. So you can imagine, I'm finding excuses where to use the 5 millimeter part. Well, the price was good, so it doesn't really bother me. So the next step is I'm going to continue cutting up these doors and windows all around. And that will be, when that's ready, it will be what you will see next. As you can see here, let me show you. Let me find something to point with. Here we are. These will be cut separately and glued on to the surface. So this rough edge here, it's not really important. What is important is that when I cut these pieces out, these here, and God help me, they're so small, that they have a good finish, because that is the finish that you will see on the building. But then again, it's end gauge. I mean, it's very small. It's going to be located halfway on the layout. My eyesight, I won't see many of the mistakes from that distance. Very few people will, but I'll do my best to get it as good as possible. The door has a couple of layers. Look, these are stepped out, so this will have 2 layers here. This is the main wall. This will be 1 layer out, this will be another, and these 2 layers here, the arch of the door, will be over and above these 2 here. So the door here will actually be further out from the original wall than anything else. And the windows have 1 layer each. So there's a layer down here, this line here, and here. And if you notice here, this is not a mistake. The bottom of the window is flat on this layer here, while the other 3 windows on the other side of the station have this different part here. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. And in fact, if you have to measure from the bottom of the window here to the bottom to the workbench, is shorter than here, as displayed on the other side. So let's start with cutting out those doors and windows, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I've cut up all the doors and the windows all the way around. Not very pretty at the moment, but like I said, hopefully the extra layers will be easier to cut. Well, I'll be cutting them on the workbench, not in place, so should have a better finish there. And I'll be starting off with this here. I made it slightly higher than the windowsill to have a clean line, and they will all be the same height. In fact, I made the windows a bit longer at the bottom, purposely to go behind this. And then I will have a thicker, I don't know if this is the right thickness, but there will be a windowsill there, so there again, even cleaner. So I'm going to start off with this here. We'll have the same on the other side, but the other side, if you remember right, the windowsill is higher, so it will not reach this level here. Anyway, that's going to be a start. I will do both sides. Okay, I have some adjusting to do, but anyway, all part of the fun. When I have these ready here, I might also do the ones on the side here, all the way around. Oh, and there's here too, so there's a lot to do. I'll come back when all this, the bottom layers all the way around is ready, and I'll have the upright ones in the corners, even around here. Anyway, all the way around it will look a bit different, hopefully for the better. And I might even throw in the windowsills themselves. I have a lot of scrap pieces here from when I built this. Let me show you. This was my first styrene project. I also do RC cars, rock rollers. That's my creation there. It was the first time I used the styrene. Anyway, back to this. So anyway, we'll start with that and get back to you when it's ready. Hi again. I finished a lot of the work that I said I would do, and I'm going to show you here the details. There's the windowsills here. On this side there are supports, the same as on the other side. Here I put up the 3D effect here, different layers. I still have to file these here in the corner to get them level with the edge. I align them with this side here, and then here I'll file off the extra. Same with all the way around. I have the 3D effect here, all the way around. Now what I have to do next is, and this is going to be the tricky one. Do you see these? Here, these layers here? Well, this is this here. And I would like to try to make this in one piece. I want to hold it down, glue it, heat it, and twist it, bend it around. I might find a thick bolt or something and bend it around it, and try to keep the arch flat to the workbench as possible. Because if I manage that, it will remove a lot of these not so sharp and clean edges here. That's the intention. In fact, I did that with the windowsills here. Let's see if you can see from the inside. Yes, you can. Let me point them out. You see, look here. Oh, no, on this side. Here, the windowsill covered some of the mistakes I have there. Or maybe I will want to see also how I'm going to fit a window in here, and if I have the arch doing the same task that the windowsill is doing, I might be able to fit a window inside, and the defects will be behind here like this. Yeah, it will look nice. Anyway, so that will be next, and I'm happy with the progress so far. So until then. Okay, I finished the arches on the windows and the doors on all four sides. The arches were tricky to do. Not all came perfect, if any, but let me see if I can get it close. You can tell some of them aren't exactly round, but it was not so bad. It's not so bad. Yeah, this is the other side. So next I want to do is, let me show you the drawing. There. I want to do this line up here. This is all the way around the building on all four sides. It's another 3D effect, another few layers, and it's going to be another challenge. Not sure if I'll do these blocks here. I might, because they're so small on the windows especially. I think it's better off without them than what I will finish up with. Anyway, I'm going to do that next, this up here, followed by the windows and the doors. last night I saw this video. I forgot by who it is. And he gave a very easy, well, it looks easy, and possible way how to make windows with a very good result and not much effort. I'm going to try it, and if I manage to do it, I'll show you how I did it. Until then, I thought I'd show you how I made the arches on the windows and on the doors. I made this jig here. I found this drill bit to be the same diameter as the windows, and I drilled a hole in this bit of wood here. I made a small jig, tied it to my vise, and I put these here to clamp down this bit of styrene here, and I slipped it under this other bit of wood here and locked it down. I heat this up with my heat gun here, and slowly bend and turn the styrene from here around here. Easier said than done, because I think to make the number I needed, I must have thrown away 3 times as much. So many attempts that failed. It's unbelievable. It's either too much heat, not enough heat, and it cracks, or it becomes too soft, or it stretches. So it's trial and error. I got better at the end, but by that time it was the last one, so big deal. I don't think I'll be doing these again very soon. But anyway, I thought maybe you guys would want to know how I make them. And here we are. I finished the ledging all the way around. I'll show it to you. You can see it here, the effect. And the way to this, there it is, there. And like this. Oh yeah. Let me see how close I can get it. Can you see the 3 steps there? Ah, they're lovely. That's showing so nice. Good. On the other side, there are some imperfections, you know, but hey, so what? Anyway, that's done. Still focus. Yep, that's done. So next step is the windows and the doors, as I explained before. It's going to take a couple of days to do that. And by the way, this started, I think this is week 3 into this, so anyway, I'll see you in a few days. Since the last time we spoke, I painted the area around the station. So, and I also put up these walls here and around here. This I painted brown because it's going to be a green area where I will actually sprinkle some soil here. I still haven't painted the building itself. I'm waiting for the paint. Oh, I made this. It can come off. Easier to install lights, and easier to repair lights, and easier all around. And it fits on those exactly, so it's always in the same place. There you go. The roof comes off. I have some stairs here. I put these ramps in today, 1 and 2, straight from the car park. You can go all the way up to the platform. Got the stairs up front, the pavement there, the boundary wall of the station property all the way around, including around the car park here, and up here it's here for safety. This I have to cut here, and also the other one. I want to trim those off. And I just realized that this wall here, hang on, there, is missing on this side. Somebody can fall out here and sue me, so I have to put up a bit of wall there. Anyway, I painted the road, and for now we are back to waiting for the windows. Until then, okay, I painted it. I mixed the colors myself, and and also did some weathering. First time I did weathering, and at first I think I went overboard with the weathering, but then I gave it another coating, not so thick, of color, and the weathering is just, I think it's just right. It's dark in the right places now. Before it was dark everywhere. Not like the roof, but anyway, I like that up here is dirty, up here. I like that. And down here, and on the underside as well in some areas. I like that. So that's ready. The only thing left for that is obviously the doors and windows, which I am still waiting for. So until then, it's been 4 months. Finally, I got my sheets here, which I could print using my inkjet, and I printed these. Maybe I printed a few too many, but anyway, I've cut some out, and this is what I have. I like them. They're not as detailed as if they were actually plastic 3D windows, you know. But then again, the holes in the wall, the window, they're not exactly perfect. So you either have to make a window for each frame, or forget it. Besides, I tried it and it didn't work for me. It's too small and fiddly. Anyway, so now I'm going to continue with the other windows on both sides. I'll finish them off, and I want to design the doors all four. I'll try to make this one here and the one on the opposite side a bit more of a main door than the side ones. I don't know, I'll see anyway. So when I've printed them all and glued them, I'll get back to you. Oh, by the way, I'm using PVA glue to put them in place, and it's sticky on your hand and all because you have to mess about, but at least it sticks to the styrene on the inside. It's not painted, and it doesn't affect the plastic sheet for the windows. So good, win-win. See you later. And here we are, it's finished, and I put it back in place. The doors are there now, and the windows. Let me see if I can get it from this side. There. I stuck to the original shape of the windows for the doors. I made a bigger, what I would call a kick plate. There at the bottom, and it's the same all the way around. Okay. Today the doors are red, doors and windows, and they're very different. But this is the original shape of the windows and doors, according to one of the old photos I found online in the I think it was 20s, 30s. They were green and similar to this shaping. So that's that finished. I have some lights on order, quite old looking lights, 60s lights, and I want to put them on when they get here. But that's, I'll do a video for the whole village with the lighting and what have you. Anyway, please comment below, like and subscribe, and be safe. Thanks for watching.